Hey everyone, it is prep file number 6 and I'm currently 4 weeks out from my very first bodybuilding competition. Okay, so I'm just going to dive into it this week. I'm not going to talk too much, I always say that, but also because I'm monitoring my water intake and trying to drink a little bit less than usual, so your girl's a little bit dehydrated. Because this week I decided to run a mock peak week. So peak week is the week that you peak, right? It's the week right before your competition, your peak physical condition, and bodybuilders tend to do things like carb cycling. So I'm going to tell you all about that in a little bit, but let's just start off with this week's gross bodybuilding fact of the week. And I'm saying it like it's a feature because honestly, I learned something newer and grosser every week that I feel like there's gonna be one every time I do this now. So I was doing my usual research, as I just relentlessly do, and I just don't stop taking in information, sometimes to a fault that I do actually then just get an overload. But anyway, let's stick to the subject, Laura. Diet brain. Yeah, and I came across this little trinket, and I'm pointing because if I still have the screenshot saved on my phone, I'm going to put it up here somewhere, because I immediately had to share it with a few of you that are already watching and are just like, yeah, she's about to talk about Preparation H. And I was like, oh, what is this? This sounds like secret mission, like, oh yeah, what are we doing? No, it's hemorrhoid cream. And I started reading about buying hemorrhoid cream for, you know, a bodybuilding competition or a photo shoot, thinking, oh, okay, so I guess people are dieting and people talk about, you know, you can get constipated because you're not eating that much. So maybe you're at more risk of getting hemorrhoids, like, all right. And then, no, that's not it. It's not for hemorrhoids. You just apply it to yourself. And what the cream does is it like draws out liquid. Obviously this is part of the healing process for hemorrhoids. And it gives you that dry, crisp look that you want on stage. So you look super like sharp and solid, which is another reason why you drink less water as well, to dehydrate. But yeah, so there you go, rubbing hemorrhoid cream all over yourself a few hours prior to a photo shoot or competition. So next time you're flipping through a magazine or Instagram and you see these like fitness shoots and you're like, wow, they look like so shredded and they've got such like a hard body, just remember they've probably doused themselves in hemorrhoid cream. Anyway, moving on. Energy levels. Look, actually, can I just say, I'm so proud of myself because we are now, it's Saturday morning. And it's Saturday morning. I seem quite chipper. It's because I've recently eaten, but my energy levels have been good. And I'm so proud of myself because I've made it through to Saturday morning, because I have managed to stick to my calorie deficit. And this is actually the first week of this entire prep that I'm actually in a sustained calorie deficit. So I have been burning an average so far of 250 calories more than what I've been eating. And if you know me, you know I like my food. And along with the posing, I knew that this would be the hardest part. I knew I would be able to do it. But as you know, like from previous weeks, there's always been like a day where I've just like given in and eaten more. And like one day I did go 100 calories over, but I burnt even more that day. So it was still like with a good amount of that excess or whatever. So it's fine basically. It's all right, it's fine. And I'm noticing, like you can't really see it here, but like I'm noticing that I'm getting like a lot more definition. not just in my upper body and my abs, but also in my legs, which makes them look skinnier. But we're not worrying about it. We're not worrying about it. We're just trusting in the process and going for it. So yeah, I've also dropped about 1 kilo. Have I dropped about 1 kilo? Maybe like, yeah, maybe about that. And yeah, my legs are still measuring the same, but I've gone down another centimetre on my waist. So I've lost 3 centimetres around my waist in the last like 3-4 weeks, which is insane. That's more than 1 inch. So yeah. And actually at that like little show check-in, whatever I don't even still really know what that was last week. They took photos of me, which I refused to let them put online. But I was like, damn, I'm looking quite thick, but my waist looked quite thick as well. But also, you know, everything else was looking thick. It was all good. But I also am going to share this with you. And that was my, I did a little posing check this morning. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. So stay tuned because I'm going to upload that. But just to start practicing in the heels and everything like that, like I need to get really comfortable and really good at it. But yeah, one of the major things last week that everyone was like, you need more glutes, like they look a little flat. And I was like, damn, I thought my bum was looking really good, but never mind. So yeah, I was like, not sure if I was going to share this, but I'm going to share it because I'm recording this now. So there should be a picture popping up on one side of the screen, which is me practicing posing last weekend in the glamorous gym toilets. And me this morning, and yeah, booty gains have been made. So anyway, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling posy. It is really hard. Like this morning I practiced the 2 posing rounds like back to back because that's what I'll have to do on stage, and I'm just like, my legs are like shaking. So yeah, we're gonna practice that now. I've decided I'm gonna keep my heels out and practice that, like doing just at least 1 round of the poses every morning. But yeah, I'm gonna show you that tomorrow morning. Because also, yes, I have been doing a mock peak week. So basically this means as of Wednesday, I lowered my carbs. So I'm on 2,400 calories-ish. And that's now gone from 40% carbs down to 30% carbs. So I've done that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday and Thursday was okay. Yesterday, like, I was tired. I was okay after lunch, but just tired. So I did record my meals on Wednesday on the first day, and it was basically like a bit of rice, some chickpeas, seitan and avocado. That was basically every meal. I keep forgetting to show you my breakfast, but it's the same as it always is. It's oats, a bit of cacao, some chia seeds or linseed, and protein powder. And as I've gone lower carb, higher fat, I've basically put in like less oats and put in like more peanut butter. So it's super tasty and it's satisfying. It gets me through the first 2 hours, but then after that I'm like hungry. And this morning I woke up really hungry, which I haven't been doing every other day, but it's okay because it's like I'm gonna start carb cycling this afternoon. So yeah, the point is low carb, high protein for about 3.5 days. And then during that time, you also start to lower your water intake. So at the start of the week, you want to be drinking like 5-6 litres of water, which I know is insane, but that's what it is. It's also so that when you then lower your water, like it feels like a bigger impact, and you can still actually drink like a bit of water, if that makes sense, but your body will like be dehydrating and letting all the fluids out. So the point of doing that is to dry out your body. And then what you do, basically like the evening before the show, is that you start eating carbs. I'm going to try eating like just carbs every 2 hours during the evening. So basically today I've had my breakfast, I'm recording this, I'm going to have my second meal, and then I've got to run some errands in town. So I'm going to go into town, I'm going to buy some gold dust for work, which is exciting, and possibly some fabric, which I'll explain in a minute, which is competition related. But then I'm going to train, and then I'm going to come home, I'm going to start my carb loading, and then tomorrow morning should be when I'm looking nice and crispy. But then also because I've had all the crispy, also because I've had all those carbs, the glycogen fills up your muscles, so you look dry and full. All right, so that's the science. In very much layman terms, because I'm not a scientist, I'm just, you know, Laura. Anyway, no, I decided as well that I'm going to make myself, I've got all these scraps of fabric, so I'm probably not going to buy fabric in town, but I realised that now I have a competition bikini that everyone seems to think fits me. I'm still dubious, I'm still worried, like there's too much padding in the top and my bum's gonna be all out, but whatever. It already has been out in front of so many people now, I've worn it. But I can use that and then make myself a posing suit. So I have all these offcuts. Yeah, I was gonna go into town and buy fabric, but I realized that I have this habit of cutting all my leggings into shorts because I buy leggings in Peru and they don't fit. So I end up cutting them into shorts, so they will just like kind of get up over me. So yeah, I was going to make loads of scrunchies out of them, and I've done that with one set, so now I have a matching like shorts, bra and scrunchie. But yeah, I think actually, given how small the bikini is, once I cut these straps, these like little kind of sleeves open, I'm probably going to have enough fabric. I've got this as well. These were shorts from Ecuador, randomly. Yeah, anyway, so there we go. So that's the news. That's all the goss. Yeah, I'm sticking with the fat burners, and honestly, it's mad the difference that I am noticing in my definition just this first week. And I think the carb cycling has helped, because my body's been like, what is going on? We need to burn some fat. Like, this girl ain't giving us carbs anymore. Like, what's she playing at? But yeah, I'm going to stick with the fat burners because they're not doing any harm. So I'm just going to carry on with them. Yeah, what else? I spoke to the gym to see if they wanted to send me to Hawaii, which I thought would be a straight up no, but they very politely said we'll talk later. So yeah, maybe they can help with something. The first thing I need to do is register as an NPC athlete. So do you know what? I think I'm just going to do that this weekend, because either way, I want to compete in an NPC show next year. And if that doesn't make any sense, you're like, what's NPC? What? Watch the first video, because I explain it all there, and I don't want to repeat myself because I don't want to make this too boring. But not that that first video is boring, of course. Okay, shh. Anyway. Anyway, I'm also very happy this week because I found vegan collagen, and it's not like the powder that you take or anything like that. It's like serum for your face and your skin, but I've never found that in Peru, and I've never really looked for it in England, but I know it's available there. So yeah, it's by Barbaria, which are like a Portuguese brand. I don't know if we might have that in England now, I'm not sure, but yeah, there's just more and more vegan beauty products here, which is very exciting. And yeah, that's hopefully going to help combat a little bit of the diet face that I already feel is coming on. Like sometimes I was looking in the mirror at the gym yesterday and I was like, oh, my face looks quite plump and nice. Like I don't look like all gaunt and like, ugh. If you know bodybuilders that have competed, or anyone that's competed, like, you know what I'm talking about. But basically you get tired and you're essentially starving yourself, so you don't look good. I'm going to look my age. People are going to be like, 35? Oh, I thought you looked 45, instead of telling me, oh, you look 25. Anyway, God, I don't know where this energy's come from. Yeah, that's the news. Hopefully all this self-care will help. Yeah, and I'm going to start thinking about how I want my competition jewellery to look as well. I've pretty much decided how I want my nails to look. Yeah, that's the week. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go eat, run some errands, maybe buy some more fabric to make like a mock posing suit. Did I even finish what I was telling you earlier? Yeah, now I've got the measurements for my competition suit. I'm going to make another one, just really plain. And I can use that to be practicing in and for check-ins and stuff like that. Speaking of check-ins, there was talk that there's going to be a check-in today with the gym, but like I haven't heard anything more since, so I'm just going to go out and do my thing, and if there is a check-in, then yeah, I'll be in the gym and I'll go to it. But yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to end here, and then tomorrow what I thought would be fun is to show you the condition that this peak week, mock peak week diet and everything has led me to, and try and talk you through my posing as well. Yeah, I feel like actually a lot of it is falling into place, but anyway, we shall see tomorrow. Hey everyone! Okay, it is Sunday in Peru. I'm in my little home gym, so it's very echoey, and I am in my very much so work in progress posing bikini. Now bear with me, all I've done is literally cut the fabric pieces out and done a few quick hand stitches. So the top's very loose and the pants are like rolling because they're not hemmed. But I have to say, I'm very excited about how it's going to look when I actually get to a sewing machine tomorrow at work and finish it off. So bear with it. Also bear with me because it is now, yeah, Sunday morning, as I've already told you. And it was nice to like carb up yesterday, but I'm a bit tired and I really want to eat breakfast. So basically I've been lowering, it was quite hard not to drink more water yesterday. And I still drank more than like what I would have done if it was like the day before my competition. But also, you know, like I was running errands in the morning and I trained and all of that kind of stuff. So it kind of was necessary to consume agua, to drink water. So yeah, that's that. I carved up last night. I slept really well. I slept for like 9 hours. And there was a moment yesterday I was just on the sofa under a blanket, like on the sofa under a blanket, watching the Hulk because we're manifesting, and I'm going for a green phase, just in case you hadn't noticed the nails yet. My body was just, yeah, I couldn't even fathom how I was ever even going to have the energy to like lift myself back up off the sofa. So yeah, so that was very necessary and also just very nice to like fully relax. So I'm very ready to eat breakfast, so I'm going to do this video for you. I'm on the front camera, so I'm going to talk you through the poses, and then I'm going to try and do a round without talking you through them, just to show you a little bit more of my progression. And I'm very much new and learning to pose, so bear with me. And I'm wearing socks with my sandals because it's easier to break them in. So we've got it all going on. A bikini that's like riding up a bit and stretched in weird places, and socks with sandals. So yeah, and morning diet face. Okay, so all I've had so far is 4 rice cakes with a little bit of agave on them and a black coffee. So this is how I am looking. So I'm going to show you the front pose, which for figure is usually more like this, but in South America with body fitness, it's feet right together and like knees like together as well. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep my feet together, but then also angle this out a bit more. And then you just open up at the top and you let your forearms hang. So things that I've learnt is not to, she was telling me, the body fitness champion that was teaching me to pose, was telling me not to like suck in, like overly do this with my stomach. So kind of just like lightly do it. And then I also squeeze my glutes to make this look a bit fuller, and then you're meant to have these fully locked out, and then taking a breath in, and then also bringing your shoulders forward a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, I'm so tired. So something like this, and smile with your teeth at the judges, and then you do the transition, which I'm still sort of learning. Quarter turn, what looks like to their right, but it's actually to the left for me. So I was doing that wrong when I was doing it before. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. This is why I need to practice it more. Okay, so here I've learned to just squeeze my hamstrings a bit more, and then to lightly squeeze my glutes, and then not overly suck in. And then we don't twist the body, we just twist the shoulders. Just checking that this bikini's staying in place. And then I also kind of learned the tip, on these ones straight. So it's something like this and head up and looking forward. I also learned a tip to like squeeze this lat. Oh my god, this is really hard. This is really hard when you're hungry. It's really hard when you're not hungry, but when you're hungry it feels even more difficult, okay? So something like that. Woo. Oh my gosh. I want to do this like in real time so you can see just how difficult it actually is. And this is also why I need to practice in the morning, so I can practice doing this like when I'm a bit hungry and like lower on energy, because I need to be able to hold all of these poses on stage, and you do 2 rounds of them. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the back. So the back's the same thing, just like lightly flexing, like glutes, bum, whatever, glutes and hamstrings, and then flexing my back. So she said to try and open my back from the middle out. So yeah, the straps, this is how the bikini goes, by the way. The straps like come down here and they cross over. So I've just tied them round on my bikini bottoms. So it's going to look something like this. And then you'll transition, and then you do the other side. Yeah. Woo! It's difficult, but I have to say, like, I can't really see the screen very well because of like the light, but I am feeling really happy with how my body's looking. I've been losing some size on my legs as they're leaving out, but they are looking more shredded. I don't know how much of that is coming up in this light, but yeah, I am feeling good about how I'm looking. I'm feeling good because I can see that my glutes have gotten bigger, but it's more like this width here. So glutes, and then just like abductors and this teardrop and the outer sweep. That's like my main kind of focus at the moment. But I'm thinking if we can just go on stage in like a really good condition and just pose well and just ooze that kind of confidence and pride that I have in my physique. Oh yeah, and I should be able to at one point as well do my power pose, which I feel like I can flex I find it easier to like flex my upper body when I do that. and I really want to be able to do the poses that show off my upper body really well, because that's obviously like my strength. Yeah, because I do have like quite nice chest separation. I've been on mission, more pec than boobs for quite a while, and I feel like I've kind of achieved it quite well. So, like this like pantiness is literally like how difficult and how out of breath and like such hard work it is. And yeah, oh my gosh, the diet is real. Like there are times when I eat lunch and I'm like a little bit sad, because I know that it hasn't really filled me up as much as like my 3,000 calorie daily diet like used to, and that I don't actually have that much left. And I think you can see as well, like you can see that I'm like getting diet face. But yeah, I'm gonna feel great later, and I wonder if later as well, because I didn't get a pump on before this. So before you go on stage, like I'll be leaner, I'll hopefully be a bit bigger with the massa muscular, with muscle mass, and I'll be pumped up. So this isn't it. This is literally like after 1 week of dieting, and yeah, I completely forgot that I wanted to get a pump on, but now I'm just like really hungry. So yeah, I ate like 4 rice cakes with a little bit of agave on them, because people say to eat like rice cakes maybe with a bit of jam or like some raisins, like the dried fruit for the sugars to like help pump you up. But yeah, I didn't do that step of actually getting a pump before recording this. But yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera around and do one more round of the poses without me talking. Again, sorry, it's just really echoey in here. There's just like my 80 spin bike and like some barbells and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera around, record that, have breakfast, rest, and then later on today I'm gonna practice these poses again, because I'm just gonna take advantage of like being at home and having the time to do that. So if I do them before I want to like put this video online, I'll show you that. But if not, I'll try and record it and then put it into like next week's video, so we can watch my progression as I try and master this. But yeah, I think like from certain angles, I'm like, ooh, you know, I'm feeling it. I'm also feeling quite lightheaded though. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, and yeah, thanks for watching everyone. You got any tips? Let me know, please. So yeah, just at the end here, I'm going to show you my round of posing without talking during it. So the main thing I really need to work on is, I don't quite like how my arms sit in this side pose. I want that front arm to come down a little bit, but they say that that's how it should be. I don't know, or we need to work on that. And also the transitions and getting it all nice and smooth. As well as being able to hold all of these poses without shaking. It's a few hours later now, so I've sort of refed and hydrated a bit, but I was very tired. I was very tired and quite low on energy when I was doing this morning, but it's really good like endurance practice doing it in that state for when I'm on stage. So every morning now I'm going to be practicing, and hopefully next week this is all going to be looking a lot tidier. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. Please give it a like, and yeah, drop me a comment, and I look forward to catching up with you next week.